Shabbos Parshas Re'eh. Here we find Avraham Avinu at the zenith of his career, Nisaya number either 9 or 10, unless if you consider Ephraim number 10. But this is the Nisaya of all the Nisayanos. And we call it Akedas Yitzchak. We know Yitzchak played a tremendous role in it, asking Avraham Avinu to tie him up. He was worried. He was worried. Obviously, anyone going to the Akedah would be worried. But he was worried that maybe he would passel the korban if he moved, if his enthusiasm were to wear off. So he set up the Gedarim to tie him as tight as he could while he was still excited and inspired. And Taka, they walked together with the exact same mindset before and after Yitzchak realized that he himself was the korban. When they finally got to the mountain, so Avraham Avinu sees the mountain, Merochik, Yitzchak sees the mountain. Rashi brings the Chazal. Shmuel Eliezer, they didn't. Amadoim Elachamor. And Avraham Yitzchak continued on to become who they were while Yishmael remained behind in infamy. It's a very big thing. They were physically, technically, they were staring at the exact same thing the entire time. Avram, Yitzchak, Yishmael, Eliezer, the Chamor, right? They're all looking at the exact same mountain, and yet they have totally different experiences. You see, when we see something, when we portray something, when we produce something, what we're creating, and even in the visuals that we process in our minds, it comes from ourselves. Obviously, there's a million psychological tests about this, how people totally miss the thing that they're not focused on. In fact, you have this in communication. If I tell you something that seems incredibly bizarre to you, like it happens in marriages, that something that the husband is tremendously machshav, the wife is tremendously machshav, and the other spouse just has no clue, like really, that matters at all? And it tends to be those things that have to be repeated again and again and again and again. And it's not because the spouse isn't listening. It's simply because it made no sense to them. Like flowers, like they just sit there and die. You like that? Okay, fine. And he understands that she likes that, but like really, that's important to you, And the guy is chilling. Like really, you just like, I don't know, you like cigars? That's gross. Really? Okay, you like it? Fine, all right. But it doesn't process. So it's a whole process that and the person who is processing it puts themselves into that experience. When Avraham and Yitzchak saw Hara Moriah, they saw Beis HaMikdash, they saw a Har, they saw a Soda, they saw a bias. Each one of the others saw something else when they saw the Makom HaMikdash. Yishmael and Eliezer, they didn't see that. They didn't have those eyes. That's not what they projected. The Yid who comes to the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he was depressed. You could tell he was down looking for some chizuk, and he said, "What does the Rebbe need me for? I mean, he has everything. He has angels, for Pete's sake." Pete's also a malach. It's a nice mice over there with Yigdal. He says he has malachim, perfect beings. I am not perfect. And he said, "Rebbe, trust me, I'm not perfect. I'm very, very human. Why does Hashem need me for?" So the Lubavitcher Rebbe said, "Well, what do you enjoy doing?" He said, I'm very into art. I'm good at it. I study it. It's okay, fascinating. Who was the greatest artist of all time? He gave him a name, Picasso. He says, all right, let me tell you. Imagine Picasso and you went on a field trip. Right? I tag along. Right? It's a nice trio. And we stand on a mountaintop by sunrise, and Picasso waits the moment the sun's rays start blasting through the clouds, over the wondrous rivers streaming through the forest down below in the canyon. He paints this marvelous painting. What would that be worth? What would a painting like that be worth? Millions and millions and millions. A new Picasso. I don't know. Tens, hundreds of millions. I have no idea what art goes for. He says, okay, now look. Baba Treva says, I know how to work a camera. If I stand right behind Picasso and snap a picture of exactly what he's painting, how much will my picture be worth? I don't know, however much it costs to develop it. Whatever, 25 cents. I don't understand. Which one's a better portrayal of the sunrise? Obviously, it's the picture. The picture is a perfect replica of the visual experience in 2 dimensions. The painting is way off in many areas. Why is the painting worth so much? The The Rebbe explained that Malachim are pictures. They're perfect. They're exactly the way the Rebbe Shalom created them, and they do exactly what they're supposed to do. No bechira involved. That's it. It's a picture. But there's something mesmerizing about a painting. A human being is a painting with all of his flaws. The personality of the person, the neshama, is in all of those mistakes. And yes, a painting is essentially a picture full of mistakes. And it's stunning. And it's not worth 25 cents. It's worth millions and millions and billions of dollars because of the person who brought together this breathtaking collaboration of errors. That's what a human being is. May we put our best foot forward and impress our beautiful neshama in everything that we do and everything we perceive, and be zeicha to become people who are walking Kiddush Hashem. Avram Avinu, before the Hay, Aleph Vez Reish Mem Chazal tell us is Rosh Tevas Re'u Mi Bara Eila. As I Kiddush Hashem, the Avram looked at the world and he just brought the Baruch out and everything. May we be zeicha. Seu maroi menechem uru mi bara eila uru mi bara eila. Seu maroi menechem uru mi bara eila uru mi bara eila. Seu maroi menechem uru mi bara eila uru mi bara eila. Good Shabbos.